fans.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Nur Amni binti Muhammad Azmi. So today we will be talking about a very important topic, which is retirement planning. As you can see on this slide, retirement planning is becoming increasingly challenging in today's world. There are several key reasons for this: longer life expectancy, rising healthcare costs, and unfortunately insufficient saving by many individuals. This issue clearly shows the growing need for better financial preparation. Without proper planning, stability in old age becomes very uncertain. In addition to the challenges I just mentioned, there are other factors like inflation, lack of financial literacy, and relying too much on a single sources of income such as EPF or pension scheme. These all add to the risk faced by future retirees. So, in order to ensure that individual can enjoy a secure and comfortable retirement, it's essential that we address this issue now and plan wisely. Let's now take a look at the component of retirement planning. The first step is to set your retirement goals. This means deciding at what age you want to retire, what kind of lifestyle you want to have, and how much money you will need to support that lifestyle. Without a clear goal, it's hard to plan effectively. Next, you need to estimate your retirement expenses. Think about future costs like housing, food, healthcare, and leisure activity. Don't forget to account for inflation, as a price will likely rise over time. This step help you understand how much income you will need every month during retirement. The third component is saving and investment planning. This involves building a portfolio to grow your retirement fund. It can include things like deposit, stock, mutual fund, and insurance-linked products such as Takaful. The earlier you start investing, the more your money can grow over time. Finally, consider your income sources during retirement. This can include EPF, pension fund, personal saving, investment return, rental income, or even part-time work. Having multiple sources of income provide more security and flexibility. All these components work together to help you build a strong sustainability retirement plans. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter.
Another important part of retirement planning is insurance and risk management. This is about protecting yourself from unexpected events such as medical emergency, disability, or property loss. Without proper coverage, these sudden expenses can quickly wipe out the saving you have built for retirement. With the right insurance in place, you can safeguard your wealth and have peace of mind. Next is tax planning. Even after retirement, taxes can reduce your income if they're not managed properly. By planning your withdrawals, investment, and income in a tax-efficient way, you can maximize your saving and make sure your retirement funds last longer. We also need to think about estate planning. This is the process of arranging how your wealth will be passed on after death, whether through wills, trusts, hibah, or faraid. Estate planning ensures your assets are distributed smoothly according to your wishes and helps avoid family disputes or legal issues in future. Finally, we have monitoring and reviewing. Retirement planning is not something you do once and forgot. Life circumstances, inflammations, and even your personal goals may change over time. That is why it is important to review your plan regularly and make adjustments when needed to stay on track for secure retirement.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Shazri bin Ibrahim. Now I would like to talk about the importance of retirement planning for individuals. One of the main reasons planning is so important is because it provides financial security after retirement. Once we stop working, we no longer have a regular income to rely on. With proper planning, we can build up funds to cover daily living expenses such as food, housing, and transportation. It also helps us prepare for unexpected situations like medical costs or emergencies. Having this financial security reduces stress and gives us confidence that we can live comfortably even when challenges arise. Another key point is that retirement planning helps to reduce dependency on others. Many people without proper planning may end up relying heavily on their children, family members, or even government support. This can create pressure on loved ones or the community. By planning ahead, individuals can rely on their own savings and investments instead. This independence not only eases the burden on others, but also promotes a sense of dignity and self-respect. We gain peace of mind knowing that we are capable of supporting ourselves rather than becoming a financial strain on someone else. In conclusion, planning for individuals is more than just managing money. It is about ensuring stability, reducing unnecessary worries, and maintaining independence. When we take the time to plan carefully, we give ourselves the gift of security, dignity, and peace of mind in the future. That's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum everyone and to Dr. Siti Zaitun. My name is Emir Haziq and I will continue our group presentation. So, retirement planning is not just important for individuals, but it also brings big benefits to society as a whole. Let me share two of the most important reasons. The first one is that it reduces the financial burden on public resources. When people prepare for their retirement by saving money or contributing to pension schemes, they become less dependent on government welfare or the social aid. For example, imagine two retirees. One has a retirement fund while the other did not plan at all. The one without savings may have to rely heavily on government support just to survive. But if more people plan ahead, the government can reduce its spending on social assistance and instead use those funds to improve the healthcare, education, or infrastructure. So retirement planning doesn't only benefit individuals, it also eases the pressure on national resources. The second reason is that retirement planning promotes economic stability and growth. Retirement savings are not just kept idly, they are often invested into businesses, financial markets, or even large projects like housing and infrastructure. For example, pension funds can be invested in building new shopping complexes or supporting local companies, which in turn creates more jobs and opportunities for younger generations. This circulation of money keeps the economy stable and growing. So in the long run, when individuals save for themselves, society also benefits from stronger economic development. So in short, retirement planning is powerful. It helps reduce the government's burdens and at the same time, it keeps the economy moving forward. That's why planning for retirement is not just a personal responsibility, but it's also a contribution to the society. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Next, I will present in current issues in retirement planning in Malaysia. One of the biggest challenges Malaysians face today is low level of retirement savings. According to Malay Mail, around 6.3 million EPF contributors under the age of 55 had less than 10,000 ringgit in their accounts. To put this into perspective, that amount would not even last a single year after retirement if they had no other income. This highlights how unprepared many Malaysians are for life after work, especially when we consider rising living costs and the reality that people are living longer. Another pressing issue is that many Malaysians are not meeting the recommended basic saving target. The EPF has set a benchmark of 240,000 ringgit Malaysia by the age of 55, which is considered the minimum needed to cover essential living expenses during retirement. However, The Star reported that only about 1/3 of contributors have managed to reach this target. This means the majority of Malaysian risk falling into financial hardship once they retire, which would force them to rely on others or continue working well into their old age. On top of that, the high cost of living adds to the challenge. According to The Star, a single retiree today needs around 2,690 per month to maintain just a reasonable standard of living, not a luxurious one. When we compare this figure to the actual saving most people have in their EPF accounts, the gap is huge. This financial strain often pushes retirees to depend heavily on family support, or in many cases, forces them to keep working beyond the official retirement age just to survive. And next, the COVID-19 pandemic made an already difficult situation even worse. To ease financial pressure during the crisis, the government introduced special withdrawal schemes such as iSINA, iCitra and iLestari. While these programs gave short-term relief to many households, Sina Daily reported that they also drained contributors' retirement savings significantly. Some members who once had balance in the tens of thousands saw their saving reduced to just a few thousand. Experts have called this a retirement time bomb because while the withdrawals solved short-term problems, they created a much bigger issue in long-term problems.
My name is Muhammad Hazim Medusdi. I am the net presenter. As the net presenter, I will continue by highlighting several additional issues that further complicate retirement planning in Malaysia. The first issue is rising healthcare costs. According to Khazanah Research in 2023, out-of-pocket medical expenses have been steadily increasing. Without adequate insurance coverage, chronic illness can quickly exhaust retirement savings, placing retirees in a vulnerable financial position. Secondly, inflation and the continuous rise in price remain a major concern. The escalating cost of essential goods such as food, housing and utilities significantly reduce the purchasing power of retirement funds. This means that even those who have managed to save may find it difficult to maintain a reasonable standard of living based on the STAR 2024B. Another challenge is longer life expectancy. Malaysians today live an average of 75 years and many will outlive their accumulated savings. While longer life are positive indicator of healthcare and social progress, they also increase the risk of financial hardship in old age when savings are insufficient. Finally, there is the issue of a lack of diversified income sources. Many retirees rely almost entirely on the employer's provident fund, which is EPF. However, only a small portion invest in supplementary options such as the private retirement scheme, insurance saving or private funds. This over-dependence on EPF alone leaves retirees with limited financial flexibility and resilience, based on Malaysia Mail 2023. In conclusion, these factors, rising healthcare costs, inflation, increased longevity and lack of income diversification, this clearly demonstrates the urgent need for more sustainable and comprehensive retirement planning strategies in Malaysia.
Next, I will talk about the challenges and the solution. The first challenge is rising living costs. One of the main challenges in retirement is the rising cost of living. Over time, prices for basic needs like food, utilities, transportation, and healthcare continue to increase. This means the money we saved years earlier might not be enough to cover the same lifestyle once we retire. If we don't plan properly, we may end up cutting back on our comfort and activities during retirement. That is why it is important to invest in assets that grow faster than inflation, review our saving target regularly, and also manage our spending early to prepare for the future. Another big challenge is unexpected medical expenses. Even if we live a healthy life, there is always the risk of sudden illness, accidents, or the need for long-term care as we get older. These medical costs can be very high and might quickly drain our retirement saving, leaving us with financial stress during a time when we should be resting. To prevent this, we can prepare by getting health and critical illness insurance, building a medical emergency fund, and making sure we maintain good health through regular checkup and a healthy lifestyle.
So next is insufficient saving. So many individuals start saving too late or contribute too little to their retirement fund. So this creates a gap between what they will need after retirement and what they will actually have. So the solution to this is to promote early financial education and awareness campaign about retirement saving. So we should also encourage automatic contribution to retirement accounts such as EPF. So next is the lack of financial literacy. So many people do not fully understand retirement planning, investment option, or how much they will actually need. So this often leads to poor financial decision, under saving, or depending too much on government pensions. So the solution is to provide financial planning workshop and access to professional advice, such as schools, employers, and government can work together to teach basic financial literacy from a young age. So that's all from me. Thank you.